At 6, turning a painful past into a place for healing. The victims of the Atlanta child murders now being memorialized by this monument in downtown Atlanta.
Now take a look at the faces of the nearly 30 children and young men killed in a series of heinous crimes nearly 40 years ago. Their families still holding out hope for answers about what happened during some of Atlanta's darkest days. Tonight, Atlanta News First is sitting down with some of those loved ones about the importance of keeping those memories alive.
Atlanta News First reporter Patrick Quinn joins us live at City Hall, where the memorial was just unveiled. Patrick.
Hey Rick, and here's a look at this memorial, the 30 names who were lost during this tragic time. Michael Julian Bond, Atlanta City Council member, he was a kid at the time. He remembers his mom saying, when the street lights come on, you go home. He said the city was tense, and he said Atlanta really still has not exhaled, still learning how to breathe. Families of the victims, they say this memorial helps ensures that their loved ones lost, their names will never be forgotten. 30 flowers, 30 names, one eternal flame.
Christopher Richardson.
Thomas Richardson was 9 when his brother Chris went missing and found murdered.
I had to live on for him. I had to be there for him.
Patrick Baltasar was 12 when he was strangled to death.
He got snatched. You know what I'm saying? And it could have happened to anybody.
This is Atlanta's new memorial to honor the lives cut short as part of the Atlanta child murders in the late 1970s and early 1980s. It also serves as a promise to find the person responsible.
They never found the person that took him. They said this person did it, but I don't think so.
In 1981, police arrested Wayne Williams. He was convicted for the murders of 2 of the adults. He's serving life in prison, but there's long-standing questions of his role in the children's murders.
And I know that there's still many answers to be had.
In 2019, then Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms reopened the case using DNA to find clarity. Atlanta Police Chief Darren Shearbaum told me right now he has 2 investigators dedicated to this case.
They are going through many different files from a number of years ago. We have submitted additional DNA for analysis, and we anticipate that will occur again in the future.
In the early 1980s, Atlanta families were on edge. Then Mayor Maynard Jackson started Camp Best Friends as a safe outlet for kids in the summer. Born out of tragedy, 43 years later, Camp Best Friends is still going on. The camp and this memorial a reminder, even after Atlanta's darkest days, you can find light.
You know, trouble don't last always. You know, and I thank God for the memorial here today.
And Atlanta Police Chief Darren Shearbaum, he told me that they are working in conjunction with an investigator with the Fulton County District Attorney's Office. Shearbaum told me this case is very much still open. Live outside of City Hall, Patrick Quinn, Atlanta News First.